Hey guys, it is Austin, owner of Risner Cutlery, traditionalpocketknives.com. I am so excited to introduce my second OEM to you guys. My first OEM design was the Ohio River Jack, which so many of you have thoroughly enjoyed and have collected. This second OEM design is called the Lake Champlain Barlow. This run features a larger style Barlow pattern with many handle options and either a clip point blade or a sheep's foot blade option. These are made by QSP, just like the Ohio River Jacks were. The quantities for the Lake Champlain Barlow are going to be significantly less than what I had made for the Ohio River Jack. My goal for the Lake Champlain Barlows was to have QSP speed up the process, while of course still maintaining the high quality which I expect, which ultimately would allow me to produce more of my designs in the near future. The handle materials for this knife are natural, black, and green canvas micarta, along with 6 different camo carbon options, and of course the all-famous jigged titanium, which many of you have loved. And this will feature a new titanium design, saw-cut titanium. You may be wondering where the Lake Champlain Barlow received its name from. Let's talk about the name real quick before we really dive into the specs of this pattern. My grandfather was Clarence Risner, the former president of the National Knife Collectors Association, NKCA, and founder of C. Risner Cutlery. Many of you knew Clarence and were good friends with him. Clarence grew up in the hills of eastern Kentucky. When he was 9 years old, his father passed away after returning home from World War II with TB. The oldest of 7 siblings, Clarence helped his mother raise his family during his childhood. Wanting to serve his country and earn a college tuition, Clarence enlisted in the United States Navy upon graduating high school. Clarence served on board the Essex-class aircraft carrier USS Lake Champlain CV-39 as a boilerman shipboard petty officer from 1952 to 1956. Clarence was deployed to the Korean Peninsula, the Mediterranean Sea, and the Caribbean Sea. During his time in service, he earned the National Defense Service Medal, the United Nations Service Medal, and the Korean Service Medal with 1 engagement star. My grandfather's service in the United States Navy was one of many reasons that truly inspired me to serve in the United States Marine Corps. Clarence would often tell me stories during his time in the United States Navy while on board the carrier. Clarence's service in the United States Navy while on board the USS Lake Champlain CV-39 was truly my inspiration behind the Lake Champlain Barlow. Now let's get into the specs of this pattern. As already mentioned, this pattern will feature either a clip point blade or a sheep's foot blade. These blades are all hollow grind and feature a smooth vertical hand finish. If you are familiar with our QSP Jigged Titanium Hedgehog exclusive, the blades on the Hedgehog are going to be very comparable to the blades on the Lake Champlain Barlow. I made sure the double-sided long oval pulls or nail nicks were also featured on this design as well, just like they were featured on the Ohio River Jacks. And both the sheep's foot blade and the clip point blade are pinchable and super easy to open. I have a lot of love and respect for the Barlow pattern. The Barlow pattern is one of the oldest and most distinguished slip joint patterns out there. But I've always had one complaint about the pattern, which is that they are often too small, usually coming in around 3 or 3.5 inches closed. So I made the Lake Champlain Barlow have a closed length of 4.25 inches with an open length of 7.75 inches. Just like the Ohio River Jack, I made sure the Lake Champlain Barlow was built like a tank. I truly hope you all enjoy this design and find it useful to carry and collect. I appreciate each and every one of you for supporting my small business and for sharing the love that we all have for traditional modern slip joints. As always, please feel free to reach out to us anytime, either by email, social media, or phone, and we can always talk about some knives. Take care and talk soon.